What if Kong had to fight every Titan in the Monsterverse? What if the King of Skull Island suddenly became the last hope for humanity against an army of monsters powerful enough to destroy the entire planet? Today, we're diving into an epic fan-made Monsterverse story where Kong faces the greatest challenge of his life. Titans from every corner of the Earth begin attacking cities, destroying military bases, and turning the world into chaos. But this isn't a normal Titan uprising. A mysterious force known as the Alpha Destroyer has taken control of every Titan on Earth. Godzilla disappears, Mothra is defeated, humanity stands on the brink of extinction, and only one Titan remains free: Kong. This is the story of Kong versus every Titan in the Monsterverse. Let's begin. The story begins several years after the events of Godzilla x Kong. Peace has finally returned to Earth. Godzilla rules the surface world. Kong protects Hollow Earth. Human civilization has rebuilt its cities and adapted to living alongside Titans. For the first time in decades, the planet seems stable, but deep beneath Hollow Earth, something ancient awakens. An enormous energy pulse erupts from a forgotten region hidden beneath the Titan tunnels. Scientists at Monarch detect strange signals unlike anything they have ever seen before. At first, nobody understands what the signals mean. Then the attacks begin. Across the world, Titans suddenly become aggressive. Behemoth destroys a military outpost. Scylla attacks shipping routes. Methuselah emerges near populated areas. Even peaceful Titans start acting violently. Monarch quickly realizes something terrifying. The Titans are not acting on instinct. They are being controlled. A mysterious alpha signal is spreading across the globe. Every Titan that hears it becomes part of a giant army. Humanity enters a state of emergency. Cities are evacuated. Military forces are deployed. But conventional weapons do almost nothing. The controlled Titans continue advancing. Meanwhile, in Hollow Earth, Kong senses something is wrong. The ground shakes. Ancient structures collapse. Titan migration patterns change overnight. Kong begins investigating. As he travels deeper into Hollow Earth, he discovers something shocking: an ancient Titan temple buried beneath millions of years of rock. Inside the temple are massive carvings showing a terrifying creature, a creature larger than Godzilla, a creature capable of controlling other Titans, the Alpha Destroyer. Thousands of years ago, this monster nearly conquered Earth. The ancient Titan War ended only when multiple Alpha Titans united to imprison it. But now its prison is breaking. Kong realizes the danger immediately. Before he can leave the temple, giant creatures emerge from the darkness. Warbats, dozens of them. The flying predators attack Kong from every direction. The battle begins instantly. Kong grabs one warbat and smashes it into a stone pillar. Another wraps around his arm. A third attacks from above. The massive ape fights through the swarm using brute strength and speed. Bodies crash into cliffs, wings tear apart. The temple shakes from the violence. After a brutal battle, Kong defeats the entire swarm. But this was only the beginning. Back on the surface, things grow even worse. Godzilla senses the alpha signal. The king of the monsters immediately moves toward its source. Entire oceans shake as Godzilla travels across the planet. Humanity believes everything will be fine. After all, Godzilla has defeated impossible threats before, but this time is different. When Godzilla reaches the source of the signal, he encounters the Alpha Destroyer. The monster is unlike anything seen before. Its body is covered in black armored plates. Its eyes glow with green energy. Massive spikes cover its back. Every step causes earthquakes. The confrontation lasts only moments before becoming one of the most violent Titan battles ever witnessed. Godzilla attacks first. Atomic breath explodes across the battlefield. The Alpha Destroyer absorbs part of the energy, then releases a devastating shockwave. Godzilla is thrown backward. The battle continues. Atomic blasts, massive tail strikes, explosive collisions, entire mountain ranges collapse. But eventually, something impossible happens. The Alpha Destroyer overwhelms Godzilla. Using its psychic control abilities, it temporarily disrupts Godzilla's instincts. For the first time in years, Godzilla falls. The world watches in horror. The king of the monsters has been defeated. With Godzilla gone, every remaining Titan falls under the Alpha Destroyer's control. Humanity has no defense left, except Kong. Deep within Hollow Earth, Kong discovers an ancient weapon hidden inside the Titan Temple, a larger and more powerful version of his axe, forged from the remains of ancient Alpha Titans. The weapon radiates incredible energy. Ancient carvings reveal a prophecy. Only a warrior possessing the heart of Hollow Earth can defeat the Alpha Destroyer. Kong takes the weapon. He knows what must be done. For the first time, Kong prepares to fight not one enemy, but every Titan in existence. As Kong approaches the surface, the Alpha Destroyer's army intercepts him. First comes Behemoth. The giant mammoth Titan charges through a canyon. Kong meets him head-on. The collision shakes the earth. Behemoth uses his massive tusks to push Kong backward. Kong counters with powerful punches. The battle lasts for several minutes before Kong finally slams the giant mammoth into a cliffside. The mountain collapses. Behemoth falls unconscious, but there is no time to celebrate. Scylla attacks next. The giant spider-like Titan emerges from underground. Massive legs strike from every direction. Kong struggles against the speed of the creature. Eventually, he uses the axe. One powerful swing ends the battle. The Alpha Destroyer's army continues growing. Titan after Titan appears, each stronger than the last, each completely under the control of the mysterious Alpha. Meanwhile, Monarch discovers a horrifying truth. The Alpha Destroyer isn't simply controlling Titans, it is feeding on their energy. Every battle makes it stronger. Every conquered Titan increases its power. If it reaches full strength, Earth will become impossible to save. Kong continues fighting. Hours turn into days. The giant ape battles through endless enemies. His body becomes covered with wounds. His armor breaks. His axe cracks. But he never stops moving, because he knows the fate of the world depends on him. Finally, Kong reaches the Alpha Destroyer's fortress deep within Hollow Earth. The structure is enormous, a city-sized temple surrounded by controlled Titans. The final battle is about to begin. Kong charges forward. Dozens of Titans attack simultaneously. The battlefield erupts into chaos. Explosions, roars, collapsing mountains, rivers of lava. The largest Titan battle in Monsterverse history unfolds. Kong fights with everything he has. One by one, the Titans fall, but the Alpha Destroyer remains, watching, waiting, growing stronger. Then it finally enters the battlefield. The ground cracks beneath its feet. Energy storms form overhead. Even Kong hesitates. The monster is far larger than expected. The final fight begins. The Alpha Destroyer attacks with overwhelming force. Kong barely avoids the first strike. Entire mountains disappear from the impact. The battle pushes both Titans beyond their limits. Kong uses speed. The Alpha Destroyer uses power. Minutes feel like hours. Neither side backs down. Then Kong remembers the prophecy, the heart of Hollow Earth. Deep inside the temple lies a massive energy crystal, the source of the Alpha Destroyer's power. Kong realizes he cannot win through strength alone. He must destroy the crystal. Ignoring his injuries, Kong races toward the temple. The Alpha Destroyer follows. The monster understands the danger. Everything comes down to a final race. Kong reaches the crystal first. The Alpha Destroyer attacks. The entire temple begins collapsing. With one final roar, Kong drives the ancient axe directly into the crystal. The explosion is catastrophic. Energy floods across Hollow Earth. Shockwaves spread around the planet. The Alpha signal vanishes instantly. Every controlled Titan regains free will. The Alpha Destroyer screams as its power disappears. For the first time, it becomes vulnerable. Kong seizes the opportunity. Using every ounce of remaining strength, he launches one final attack. The axe strikes. The Alpha Destroyer falls. Silence spreads across Hollow Earth. The war is over. Earth is saved. The Titans are free. Humanity survives. Days later, Titans across the planet return to their natural territories. Monarch begins rebuilding. the world slowly recovers from the devastation. Kong returns to Hollow Earth, not as a warrior, not as a survivor, but as a true king, the protector of an entire world. Yet far beneath the deepest regions of Hollow Earth, something still moves in the darkness. A pair of glowing eyes opens. An even greater threat watches from the shadows, waiting, preparing, and the next Titan War may be closer than anyone realizes. What do you think? Could Kong really defeat every Titan in the Monsterverse? Or would Godzilla still be the only Titan capable of stopping a threat like the Alpha Destroyer? Comment your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this Monsterverse story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more epic Titan battles and Monsterverse content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.